So right now we're on the 15 minute time frame AUDUSD. But if we take a closer look at the daily time frame, right? So on the daily time frame, we see price come back to this significant here, right here. This was resistance in the past. This was 14th of December 2022. We broke this resistance level after retesting 1, 2, 3 times. We broke through on the 23rd. We broke through on the 9th of January 2023. Came back, formed support, rejected support again, pushed to the upside, rejected from this high, which is 71359. So you guys can see this was significant era for price to reject it. So from there, price then fell straight back to support, right? So we knew we were going to have some form of rejection once price come back to this level. So if we go on the 4 hours time frame, we see that price rejected 1, 2, 3, 4 times, well, 5 times now from this era. So I say, alright, there isn't much setup, so I wanted to see some, maybe a quick scalp or something for me to take a trade, because no big moves haven't happened since last week, since price was at this high, and then after the news, price then fell back to this support, right? So what I'm looking at right now is for price to break this level, close above. So the next 9 minutes and 21 seconds, hopefully price close above this high, and then we'll get some farmer retest back maybe to this low, and then from there, once we start to get bullish momentum again, I will then place a trade to then go higher to these highs, right? But for now, I'm just waiting patiently. If we go on the 30 minutes time frame, we'll see that price clearly break above. We haven't closed as yet, waiting for that close. And once price close above this area, give us some form of retest, we'll then look for buys to maybe break Tokyo high, right? So the trade would look something like this. Price will then break this high right here, so we'll get a retest of price. After price break this high, the trade will look something like this. So we get something like this, retest to then go higher. So this is what we're looking for in this trade. So let's see how this trade plays out. Simple trade, nothing complicated. Break, retest, will get some form of rejection at Tokyo high to then get retest, and from there we're looking for buys back up to this area, right? So we'll have this area to take in consideration, this right here. So that is what we're looking for. This was just something that I wrote down while I was analyzing this simple trade. Daily candle holding support. 11 we're gonna have some AUD news coming out, so that news haven't come out as yet. So we're holding the support. Hopefully price will give us that break retest to then retest London low from last week. So yeah, let's see how that plays out. Into the trade about 5 minutes ago, price just rocketed to the upside. So we're currently at, well, price retested Tokyo high. We haven't closed above yet, waiting to see. Next 7 minutes, the 15 minutes candle will close. Hopefully we will get a close in this zone, or maybe price close above. Well, hopefully price close above, that's what we want. And from there we can hopefully have our target at 69840. So that's how price is looking right now. Simple trade, remember guys, nothing complicated. Price rejected this zone on the 5 minutes time frame. We are currently on the 5 minutes time frame, so price is now rejecting this zone, but it's still early. We just have our 30 minutes close, so we're gonna get a retest. Maybe price might come back 50% of this candle, and from there price might push to the upside. So I don't know, maybe price will come back and retest like something like this, and then from there we will get something like this, and right, so price will maybe look something like that. So it's late here, but I'm gonna try to stay up and see if I could monitor the trade straight to TP, but if not, I'll just come back again the next 5 minutes, again 50 minutes away from the chart, come back and check it and let you guys know how price is going. So you guys, the last time that we checked the charts, price was at this area, rejecting the Tokyo high, right? So now, as you guys see, price came back, just as I stated in the last video. Price might just come back and retest this level, right? I had a year right here, I had something like this. So I said price might do this, come back, retest here, and then push to the upside. But as you can see, price clearly came back further down. We had a more deeper retracement back down to this, to the previous high that was broken, right? And price rejected there, and now price is pushing back up. So what we're looking for now, we're still early in London session. It's currently 4:45 now. If we go on the 5 minutes time frame, we see how price came back and rejected this area perfectly, right? So price did break below. We had one candle close below, and the second candle was a reverse candle showing rejection, right? So now we want to see price come back up to this area and probably close above to give us that nice break of the highs, which is back at Tokyo highs. So hopefully we could get a break back up here, and from there we want to extend our target back up to 69,840, right? So we're just gonna wait and see how this trade play out. We're already getting pushed to the upside, and the New York session hasn't opened as yet, so hopefully this trade will play out as we expect. And this is the 30 minutes time frame where you can see how price clearly rejected the highs, right? So let me see if, let me draw a zone right here just so you guys can see, right? So yeah, so we have a break at the highs, and we have a retest, and now price is pushing. Price was right here. That's crazy. Price was right here a moment ago, and now price has gone up. Just adjust that. Nope. Yeah, forget about that. Right, so price is back at these highs. Price is pushing aggressive right now. 1 hour's time frame, we're looking good on 1 hour's time frame. Hopefully this 1 hour candle could close above all these previous candles, this kind of consolidation thing that we had going on during London session, and shoot back up to the highs. So yeah, so simple trade, guys. I say nothing complicated. All we wanted was price to break this high, give us that retest, and now price is pushing back to the upside. So nice simple trade on the 5 minutes 50 minutes time frame. We analyze the trade from the daily time frame down, so we already know the direction of the market. Yes, the market had a aggressive retracement from last week, but the market is bullish. So 4 hours coming down straight down to the 15 minutes, we can see that price is simply forming support at this area, and from there we took our bias as to take buy position into the trade. So now we're looking really good in this trade, and let me see how it plays out. We check price was at this area right here, pushing back to the upside to give us that retest at Tokyo high, right? I did miss out on journaling how the trade was going live, because I went and do some work and I missed a couple hours of chart time live trading then. So exactly what happened. So when price retested this high again, Tokyo high, for the third time, so we have one, two, three retests of the highs, and then price slowly started to, retrace back to our entry. So what I did was, when price came back to our entry, I closed partial profits here, and from there price came down to then hit our stop loss. Wasn't a big deal. We closed partial profits, and I was going to exit this trade early on, but as I say, I was busy. I wasn't on the chart at the time. But the moment when I see price hit stop loss and then coming back to this area down here, which I before I took this trade, I told myself, once price could come back and give us a retest of this low, then I'll potentially take a next buy if this trade don't play out. So this is exactly what happened, right? So let me just clean this up. So I did take partial profits on this. Price didn't go as how I wanted it to go, so I took a different trade, right? So let me just clean off that. Let me just get rid of this, right? So when price was coming back down to this here, right, I pull a rectangle from here and drew it across like that, and I went on the 5 minutes time frame. Why I went on the 5 minutes time frame, we're basically looking for some form of rejection when price reach into this zone, right? We're looking for some form of rejection. So when price came to this zone right here, I waited and I realized we got like a double bottom on the 5 minutes time frame, and price started to push to the upside. When I saw that, I went into the trade with the same 15 pips stop loss, risking the same amount as the previous trade with the same target as the previous trade, right? I'm not looking to say, well, right, I'm going to hold this trade for a day or two, or maybe higher than previous target, or maybe more pips. You're going into this trade, you're going into the same potential setup, same loss, stop loss, with the same target, right? Same risk management. This is how price played out. So let me just show you exactly what happened. Right. Simple. We seen 20 pips here, but it was 15 pips. I thought it was right there. So right, so when I entered the trade, right, price immediately started went into profit. I didn't have no drawdown whatsoever. Price went straight above to close back above the support that we had, this minor support. I gave us that retest, and then I wasn't watching the chart. I wasn't actively on the chart when price did this spike to the upside. Is when I came back and I checked, I realized price pull back, and I said, alright, well, if price spiked up, then obviously we're going to get a retest again before price started to pull down. I was watching the 5 minutes time frame, so I waited. I just waited and waited. I saw price come back, and when price was right here, that's when I closed the trade. So we end up with 90 pips today. Yeah, fair good amount of pips. And price just started to melt back straight down, to fill that gap, that liquidity that the market had. And then from there, price went back up. But the most important thing to watch, the most important thing to note, on the daily time frame, right, price closed above the Tokyo high. So if you go on a 4 hours time frame, you see that price closed above this Tokyo high, which is good, really good. So now what we're looking for now is to then see price break this area. So we want to see price break this area, retest, to look for buys. If not, then hopefully price would do something like this. retest, give us a next retest again, and then from there we potentially might get some sells, right? But for now, let me just watch and see what price is doing at this high, because we got the close above Tokyo high, and now price is just slowly moving up, right? So for the rest of this week, we're going to watch the AUDUSD and see how price progress at this high. Not looking to take any sells, not looking to take any buys until we see that set up. Simple. So yeah guys, there you go, live trading. So we're gonna end the video right there. Hopefully we get more trading opportunities this week to then close the week with more than 100% profit. So peace out.